I'm a broke college student with literally $17 in his bank account, coach. A pathological liar.
This is Anabolic Stick, a YouTuber who has recently blew up on YouTube for calling out Hussein Farhat a fake natty and how doucette was covering him in secret all this time. And cause dozens of people.
This kid is obviously taking a lot of stuff. Hussein Farhat, scamming tens of thousands of people. I don't think he's that. And even AI doesn't believe that this guy is natural.
Hussein's fake claims to be natural.
To attack Hussein Farhat and doucette by calling them liars. And he called Hussein Farhat
a pathological liar. I'm a broke college student with literally $17 in his bank account, coach. A pathological liar
and fake natty by making a point that his physique is impossible to achieve natural in just 3 years. He achieved it in 2 years and a half. Hussein Farhat gained 43 pounds of muscle.
Transformation of which he posted, the starting weight, it wasn't 122 pounds. It was 139 pounds. And so the total weight gain in all after 2.5 years went from about 60 to 43.
Then he shows his progress in 3 years. So for this point, let me show you my progress. This is me, 162 pound, 6'2", and this me after 1 month, 157 pound. I lose weight, but I gain some muscle. I was on a cut to prepare myself to bulk. I bulked for 9 months straight, and I gained 56 pound. And then I cut for 3 months to get to 180, so I gained 22 pound of muscle in 1 year. And I bulk again for 2 months and a half, and I gained 34 pound. I started cutting 7 weeks ago. My weight is 198. I guess I need 4 weeks to get the same body fat. So in 189, 186 pound. In this bulk I gain 8 pound of muscle, and that makes total muscle gain is 30 pound in top of this physique in just 1 year and 5 months natural. And this is my progress in 1 year and a half. You can't measure your progress by time only. You need also training intensity. I train arms 3 times a week, shoulder 3 times a week, back and chest 2 times a week, and 1 time legs and abs. I train 6 times in a week. If you compare me with somebody training for 3 or 4 times in a week or not consistent, you will say only genetic or enhanced, and that's why people, when they see impressive result, they go only for drugs. So I believe this transformation possible natural. I just share my point of view from my experience, and for anabolic stick transformation, I believe you can do better than this, or just cut to see what you will. The fact that Hussein Farhat is natty did not like many people.
This kid is obviously taking a lot of stuff. Hussein Farhat, scamming tens of thousands of people. I don't think he's that. And even AI doesn't believe that this guy is natural.
Hussein's fake claims to be natural.
Even despite the strong evidence. On top of this, people anabolic stick, and he called out Hussein Farhat and doucette liars, and that make him get viral on YouTube, and he make a lot of points to support the idea that Hussein Farhat is fake natty, right? In natural competition.
You make good points, but what about Hussein competing in a natural show and winning? Yeah, what about it, bro? You didn't mention the show. Like, we're just gonna forget about it? Nobody like, we're just sweeping it under the rug? Like, what are we doing?
They both responded. One of the main points they brought up was that Hussein Farhat competed in a natural bodybuilding show, so therefore he must be natty.
And why do you think I told him to do drug-tested competition? He could have entered a non-tested competition. Then what do you have all said? Oh, notice, he enters a non-tested show. Why do you think that is? Because he hopped on. And so he enters a drug-tested bodybuilding competition.
But what if I told you that there was never a drug test conducted in the first place?
And just to give you like extra proof on the fact that I haven't been lying about the show being drug tested, tell me why I said this on a podcast.
Was it a natural show?
Yeah. Natural.
Natural? Yeah. What was that? So they tested you?
No, they didn't.
No, wow.
They didn't for that show. They say it's tested, but I didn't get tested.
So basically what you just saw was me on a podcast with Brody and Luke, to which they asked me about the show, and they asked me if I got tested for that show. This podcast was posted 2 months ago, all right? This was 2 months ago, before the guy even first made his video. I had never been called out before, and I literally said on the podcast, and I made a joke about it, I was like, natural bodybuilding show. But yeah, basically I was expecting to get tested for that show, which is why I picked it, but I never got tested. And it's out there public on a podcast, so do I find it unfair? I totally do. But as Sharif just just said, there was literally people that admitted of not being lifetime naturals that were in the show. And he also said that they didn't even place well. So that means I was on stage with enhanced people that I beat. If everybody was tested at this show, I really think that I would have won at least one overall class. But again, it's not my fault, like I said, if the organization decided to cheap out and not test every single person in the show. And again, your whole point of me lying about the fact that I was tested is absolute bullshit, because you literally have proof of me 2 months ago on a podcast saying that I didn't get tested. So that basically covers this whole video that he did.
What about the blood work?
He's not on these things. He's clearly natural. Based on the blood work, based on the evidence, this guy, 1 in a million genetics. And so let's see it in the comment section. Do you now believe him? I never believed him, but the proof is in the pudding, and we've analyzed it. The pudding being the blood work, and so what are you going to believe? We have to conclude 100% natural.
But also, did this guy look afraid or running away from the drug test? Even he offered a reward for who want to test him.
I've done the test. I'm down to get tested anytime. That's also something we can talk about later. Like, people that don't think I'm natural, I told Greg on a video, like, if they want me to get tested, I'm down to, like, they just have to pay for the test, and I would do every single test every single week if they want me to, for a full year. And if I fail one of them, I can refund the whole thing, like the whole test, and I give the person 50K on top of it.
Whoa,
yeah,
50K.
50K on top.
Damn.
Make it 100 if they want to. I don't mind.
That's my entire bank savings, bro.
Do you think this guy with 2.6 million followers, let us say 2 million hater, believe he's fake natty, and 600,000 believe he's natty? I was really generous in this one. I really think 95% believe he's fake natty, so we have 2 million person he can use this offer, and none of them don't have $1,000 for the drug test. I'm winning this reward that he raised it to 100K.
Here's my offer to you again. I'm down to get tested whenever you want, and if I fail that blood test, I will give you $100,000.
On top of them, this guy, but he respond,
I'm a broke college student with literally $17 in his bank account, coach.
but his YouTube channel make more than $1,000. Go to view state that Mr. Beast create and search for his channel, and you will see his income. Even Connor offered to pay for the drug test.
I would like to pay for, on your behalf, Hussein's drug test, because, you know, you said you're a broke college student, you don't have a lot of money. I get it, I've been there.
Which he respond,
These are my stipulations. It would have to be a WADA grade drug test at least once a month, maybe once every 2 weeks, for at least 6 months straight. A hair follicle test would also be taken on the very first and very last day of testing. 1 rep maxes will be tested in the gym on the first and last day of testing with a neutral third party in a public gym to ensure that the weights are actually real. A neutral third party that actually is knowledgeable in all of this would have to supervise everything. When all the results come in, you live stream yourself opening the results on the portal for the first time immediately to rule out any possibility of edits being made. I would then fly out to Montreal for the last drug test to be the one to supervise all of Hussein's 1 rep maxes in the gym and all of his testing. Hussein and Connor, these are my stipulations. Put your money where your mouth is and let's do this.
Are you serious?
and Connor respond,
The WADA grade drug test once a month for 6 months is expensive, but I did commit to pay for it, so that's fine. Hair follicle test on the first day, that's fine. 1 rep maxes in the gym, first day, again, fine. Third party that knows their shit, obviously fine. When results come in, I mean, that's not even up to me. And then he said he could fly in on the day of the last test. So, honestly, bro, I would say you should come to the first test as well.
why he said in the end of the random test, I will show up, and not in the beginning. I guess because he is afraid that if Hussein pass all the drug tests, which he strongly believes, because he have over 100k in the table and he have the money to get it, and he was so confident when he says this.
Montreal, and after 6 months, accept the $100,000 that you owe me.
But his action tell another story.
Anabolic stick, he's given an out. Free flight, free hotel, free testing, everything that you said in your previous video that you couldn't afford. Oh, look at these multimillionaires picking on me. I'm a broke-ass poor college student. Feel sympathy. Playing the simp card. but he's been called out.
I'm down to get tested whenever you want. You can come here tomorrow if you want to, bro. And I will get tested with you and Connor. And if I fail that blood test, I will give you $100,000. But if I pass the blood test, I want you to make an apology video.
And so why would he not accept the offer? His excuse was he didn't have money. Now the money is there. He has the money. It's covered. What's his new excuse? What is he now going to say?
Or it's just drama to get views. And that's why he wearing a mask. Because when he lose, he can get away from all of this with any damage in his name. Because he insulted Hussein and Greg a lot, especially Hussein.
This is Hussein Farhat, a pathological liar. Hussein, you're not really the sharpest tool in the shed, are you? Isn't there a correlation between steroid use and the killing of brain cells?
I just wanted to share my honest opinion about this subject, especially when dozens of people support this hate towards this guy.
This kid is obviously taking a lot of stuff. Hussein Farhat, scamming tens of thousands of people. I don't think he's that. And even AI doesn't believe that this guy is natural.
Hussein's fake claims to be natural.
What started happening is as you get bigger, as you get more successful, you open the door for people to critique every fucking thing you do. And most of the people who are critiquing you usually aren't where you are. And all their critiquing comes from people who are really at a low level of life, which is sad.
So thanks for watching and subscribe to my channel if you want to get more.